Last step on creating our dog's age calculator program, we want to take advantage and take our first look at debugging. What this allows us to do is interpret the program line by line. We talked about compiling and interpreting. This allows us to go one by one and see what happens in the program. So let's walk through it using the debugger. It's a pretty busy process. There's a lot going on, but just taking a casual walkthrough will help us get started. So if we go to our program and we go here and we look down at where we want to start. I want to start debugging when it gets to this line in our program. So I'm going to put my mouse over where the 19 is right there, and I'm going to click the 19 and I'll get a little red box. So we should have this all the way across here and a red box there. And then I'm going to go back up here to where it says debug, and I'm going to click on debug project. So I get everything going on, and I get this debug menu right here. And the main one that I want is step over, which is F8, and that's going to allow us to go step by step. If I look down here, this is my variables, this is my breakpoints, and this is my output. There's no output. I haven't set anything yet. I haven't set any breakpoints. We'll learn about that later. But the variables, the only variables that exist are args. That may look familiar. That's right there. It doesn't play a part here. There's nothing in there. So let's play. So what we do is we click F8. So you either can hit F8 or click. And let's go step. You notice it goes to the next line. So now I'm on that line. Okay, standard in now exists. Our scanner object now exists because it declared it right there. If I go to my next step, now human year exists. It's an integer and it's equal to 0. What do you think is going to happen when I click F8 again? I hope dog's age will show up. I click F8 again or hit the button, and now my dog's age shows up. It's an integer, and again it has a value of 0. Continue. There's my scaling factor. Scaling factor is an integer and it has a value of 7. Okay, we're getting there. So now we display something. System.out.println. Did it do anything? If I click on output, it did. But it's not going to do anything yet because I haven't asked for anything. So I go back here and I click next. And now everything stops. There's nothing here, nothing green. Because if I go back to output, it's asking for me to do something. So I'm going to hit 5 and press enter, and everything keys in again. Matter of fact, look what changed. In my variables, go down to human years. It's an integer, and it has a value of 5. So it did get from the keyboard and store the value of 5 in that variable. Let's continue. So now, did it do the calculation? It just did my next step. Did it do this calculation here? Yes, it did. Dog's age is now 35. Has it done this line yet? If I go to output, there's nothing there. It hasn't done this line yet. It's waiting. So let's step through right here, and you'll notice it says if your dog is 5 years old in human years, then it's 35 years old in dog years. And I'm at the very last line. I should be done with the program, and I am. So this is a very simple example of going through debug to see how your program goes step by step by step, creating the variables, getting the input, doing the processing, and outputting the results. That was fun.